everyone, welcome to another JPNN. It's Saturday. Yesterday we had a big game release, so I opted to stream that instead, but we're still getting the news to you here at the end, or rather the start of your weekend, unless you're watching this on Sunday, then it is the end of your weekend. That's all semantics though. Let's go ahead and get started with the news. We'll start with a little bit of some financial year results. We've got Sony coming in first. It's got its first quarter results for this year. The results were as followed. Overall sales are up 2% year over year with $17.3 billion. And the overall operating income is up 10% with $2.3 billion there. The full game PS4/PS5 software sold is 47.1 million. That's down 26%. And the digital download ratio is 79%, which is compared to last year's number at 71%. PlayStation Plus subscribers are up 2% at 47.3 million, and the monthly active users are at 102 million, down 3%. If you hear tape in the background, that's my wife who's making boxes. I apologize. Sony also announced that PlayStation 5 has shipped 21.7 million units worldwide. We've got some more information here. The Osaka-based Hosiden Core, which is a key manufacturing partner for the Nintendo Switch, retracted its previously issued fiscal year sales forecast via a filing sent to the Tokyo Stock Exchange yesterday. The company said a mix of currency and volatility and uncertainty over the procurement of semiconductors means it is unable to offer a reasonable projection for the full financial year. According to the company, documents seen by Bloomberg, Hosiden generates more than half of its revenue through its partnership with Nintendo on producing the Switch. The firm's struggles suggest Switch production may be falling behind. Nintendo, as usual, declined to comment on all that. According to a tweet made by the Team Secret esports organization, users in Indonesia have been denied access to said gaming platform. I think this was the initial story. Now a bunch of people are talking about it. The initial tweet read, Steam, PayPal, Battle.net, Epic Games, and other websites have been banned in Indonesia. The Ministry of Communication and Information Technology of the Republic of Indonesia, or Kominfo, had recently issued a regulation on the PSE, or the Private Electronic Systems Provider, stating that both local and foreign tech companies who offer services or do business will need to be registered under the Indonesian government. According to the game industry analyst Daniel Ahmad, the cause of the ban is due to the companies failing to register with Kominfo. He added, quote, the blocks are not permanent, assuming the companies register and comply with the regulation, and Kominfo has already reached out to these companies to ensure compliance and reverse the block. Cool. Of course, you can always change your DNS or use a VPN to get around any of that. But yeah, looks like it's going to be resolved for everyone else who doesn't do that. Sensor Tower is reporting that Diablo Immortal has surpassed $100 million in global player spending in its first 8 weeks since its launch back on June 1st. Data from the firm revealed that Niantic's Pokemon Go took around 2 weeks to hit the same figure, while Nintendo's Fire Emblem Heroes took 10 weeks. Further down, Epic Games' Fortnite took 12 weeks to pass 100 million, and Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire, hit the figure after 22 weeks. Diablo Immortal's largest territory for revenue to date is the United States, followed by South Korea and then Japan. This is, of course, after Diablo Immortal very recently launched in China on the 25th of July. We'll see what happens in a couple of weeks and see what that new number is. Ashraf Ismail, who was the Assassin's Creed creative director, previously fired from Ubisoft Montreal following an investigation into misconduct, has joined Tencent. Ashraf is now serving as a, quote, consulting creative director for the Tencent-owned Timi Studio Group, with the Chinese giant vouching for Ismail as he seeks a second chance. Quote, during our work with Ash, he has carried himself in a professional manner and has consistently shown an eagerness to learn and grow as both a team member and a person. We strive to provide a safe, respectful working environment for all and will continue to do so as our team grows and expands, a Timi spokesperson said. Bungie is scaling back on directly communicating with fans on social media and websites like Reddit, citing an increase in harassment and, quote, real-world threats towards our people and our studio. Bungie's community manager said he and his family have experienced, quote, serious harassment, end quote, in recent months. On Tuesday, a Reddit user posted on the Destiny subreddit saying how they missed how frequently Bungie developers used to comment on the threads and engage in player feedback. After another user claimed it was due to recent harassment, like when Destiny 2 fans ran a developer off of Twitter for revealing a beloved exotic won't be returning, and another fan disagreed with this person, the Destiny community manager, Dylan, aka DMG04, chimed in to set the record straight. Quote, the harassment we've spoken to isn't just rude replies on Twitter or vague comments, he said. There have been real threats towards our people and our studio. We're taking them seriously, which is leading to an amount of reduced communications as the team plans future protections/strategies to help avoid these sorts of things. Gaffner is currently taking time off from the studio, which he revealed is partially due to the harassment fans have directed towards him and his family. Gaffner went on to say that well-behaved fans shouldn't see this as a punishment and that the studio is working to ensure the safety of its workers. The team is planning new ways to communicate with players in the future, and Gaffner said as well, assuring fans that his fellow Bungie developers are still reading and reacting to feedback on the forums as well as the subreddit. They're not just openly responding to it. Yeah, it's not a good time. Don't do that. That's awful. And don't use the line, it's the internet, you're going to get death threats. What if we just didn't have death threats regardless of where it was? That'd be wild if you just didn't do that. Shocking. There's a new game studio. They're called Dark Passenger. They were announced. They're composed of veteran talent from CD Projekt Red. The Dark Passenger team has been working the past 2 years in pre-production on a new IP based in feudal Japan. The studio shared the following on their website. Quote, our goal is to create highly exciting online games that focus on both cooperation and competition. We are fascinated by human interactions, alliances, daring confrontations, and unexpected twists. To make each game unique and surprising, we use many procedural solutions. Although all players will have the same goal, each time it will require changing tactics and moving different paths. We'll see what happens with that studio. Hopefully we get to see more soon. This past week, Warhammer 40k Darktide was delayed to November 30th later this year. That was originally supposed to ship this September. Fat Shark Studios shared the following message, quote, to our community. Today we decide to delay the launch of Warhammer 40k Darktide to November 30th for PC. Xbox Series X and S will launch shortly after PC with a specific launch date to come. Delaying game is perhaps one of the most difficult decisions a developer faces and one we are not excited about making. Still, we hope this speaks to our commitment to taking the time necessary and doing whatever it takes to get you the best game possible. While we have been humbled by the great feedback on the game so far, we also need more time to improve stability, performance, and to mature key systems. Each is critical in making sure we have the best possible experience for you, the players. Soon, we will start a series of technical tests and betas in advance of our launch to ensure we deliver the best version of the game. Thank you for all the excitement and appreciation you have shown us thus far. It really does mean the world to us. We'll play it in November. Frogwares has announced a full remake and substantial rewrite for the 2007 Sherlock Holmes game. This remake is being built from scratch in Unreal Engine 4 using mostly brand new assets as well as, quote, cleverly reworked assets from the recent Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. There will also be entirely new gameplay mechanics, reworked and expanding existing gameplay features, rewritten and expanded story elements, all new voice acting, a more modern third-person camera, and more. They're launching a Kickstarter to secure the final parts of this production. Interesting. Team Ninjas revealed that its Wolong Fallen Dynasty game, the Neo-like game set in the Romance of Three Kingdoms feudal China world, will feature a character creator. It will have challenging gameplay. It'll have a new morale system. It'll also include weapons used with Chinese martial arts. It'll include famous warlords from the Three Kingdoms, creatures and fiends from Chinese mythology, sorcery, online multiplayer, as well as a gameplay trial in the near future. Cool. I hope that game's good. It seems like it might be. Dpad Studio, the creators of Owlboy, will be revealing its new game coming up at Gamescom later this August 24th through the 28th. Grounded announced that they're going full release on September 27th. I think that might be one of the bigger games coming out in September. Moving along to the rumor mill here at the end of the show. New details on the next Tomb Raider game came from an alleged voice actor script, which revealed that the game is codenamed Project Jawbreaker. It'll have grounded tone with fantasy elements. There won't be any family drama. Lara Croft is an experienced Tomb Raider. Lara will be struggling with loneliness and will also work with a group of raiders who look up to her. The casting for Lara Croft is a British voice actor in her 30s with a 5'6" and athletic. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, so they're not going to say who it is. They're just saying that they have someone who's a British VA. She's in her 30s. She's 5'6", and she's athletic. Great. That's weird. That's some more tape from my wife, and that's going to do it for JPNN. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on Monday for the next episode. We're out of here. Bye-bye.